Minor and cushion. No, it is there. Front. It is given. That's okay. Om Shahana Bhavatu Sahano Vinaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So how many people are still there? Okay, so we are in this book which is called Nectar of Supreme Bliss, and we have discussed that the advice of Rama, advice to Rama by the sage Vasishtha. So it is a comprehensive text of Yoga Vasishtha. Originally it is 30,000 verses, we cannot read. Then the smaller version is the 6,000, that is called Lughu, and that also reduced to this small format of 223 verses. And here it is no other but the essential principles of Vedanta has been collected, and that has been depicted here. And the first chapter we have started reading is the detachment. In spiritual journey, whether in the path of bhakti or jnana, and particularly in the path of bhakti, it is called the viveka and vairagya. Four principal requisites of a student of jnana path or the path of knowledge is viveka, vairagya, Shama, etc., 6 treasures, and mumukshatva, the desire to liberate. So viveka is a discernment, what is permanent, impermanent, 1 point. Not only analyzing, but rejecting what is impermanent and holding on to what is the truth. That power, the strength, the capacity to say no, to detach, that is the second stage, vivek, vairagya. Vairagya means detachment or disassociation with the things which are not congenial for my self-development. So this is the second step. Third, we have to acquire some divine virtues. Six treasures they call. Mental, internal peace of the mind, sama, dhamma, control of the senses, sama, dhamma, titiksha, enduring or absorbing different odd situations peacefully, uparati, withdrawing the mind from the external, trying to focus in one, shraddha, faith and trust in the teaching of the scriptures, as also of the teacher, and the text as also on yourself. Shraddha. And Samadhan is seeing in the eye of equanimity the whole universe. So these are the 6 stages, and then ultimately the purpose of all this is nothing but I want to be freed. I want to be liberated. I want to get out of the bondage of the suffering, birth and death. This does not please me anymore. I am tired of it. So this intense desire, that is the purpose of the study of this book. So that is the path of Jnana. So this first chapter we are reading, the Yoga Vasishta, it says that it is the chapter called detachment. How to live in the world with greater strength and energy, that is the point. It is the strength of your own power of detachment. Who is a happy guy in the world? Who live in the world and remains unaffected? No? We are crying and weeping every moment. Why? My desire is fulfilled, I am happy. If my mind is not satisfied, I am unhappy. I am a slave of my mind. I am a slave of the external condition, slave of someone's little teasing, pleasing. We are monkeys in the hand of others, like puppet. Anyone can make me jump like a monkey. But to be detached, if you say you live in the world, don't take it. If it is not convenient for your spiritual growth, or it does not take you to God, then have the power to reject that. Be detached. Staying in life and detachment, yeah.
Okay, so sometimes I think, though, that people who are so detached are uncaring. Like
No, that is they are not practicing detachment. That's a wrong interpretation of detachment.
Okay.
This month's topic is detachment and attachment. Next month's topic, Sunday lecture topic. To explain, to understand this point, detachment does not mean you are indifferent to people.
Okay.
Detachment means you love everyone.
Okay.
Love as the Atman, love as God behind. But you detach from the negativities which that soul forgot to manifest that divinity. God is everywhere. But why people are so mean, unkind? Why people are so treacherous? Why people are so unbelievably rude and brute? That because their mind is polluted. So that expression is making me handle those situations. Can I detach from that? I cannot detach from God, because how can I do that? So real meaning of detachment is love for the Atman and disregard for that which covers that Atman. Anything covering, see, all our behaviors are covering our divine nature. So we'll have to be powerful enough to detach, which is the covering, and to attach to that what is inside. That is the real meaning of detachment. Very good question, because that is always a misunderstanding. Detached people, I am detached. So you die, okay, what is that to me? I am Brahma, I am a Vedantic. It is not Vedanta. It is a Banglaয় বলবো বদহজম of Vedanta, and indigestion of Vedantic indigestion. Vedantic indigestion takes us to look at Ramakrishna, who is more than Vivekananda, who is detached from the world, how he cried for the suffering of people. Look at Buddha, who is detached, more detached from other than Vivekananda, detached from the whole worldly pleasure, the kingly position, all powers, all strength, detached from that. But love for all humanity, even for anyone suffering in anyone. Dukkha, 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 to help anyone to release them from the dukkha, the suffering. So see, it is to be understood in the proper perspective. Otherwise detachment is, this book is teaching somebody to be rude and unkind and idiot, like the insensitive people, like a piece of log. Our spirituality will make us a piece of log. What happened, when Swami Vivekananda passed away, or Goodwin, when Goodwin passed away, Swami Vivekananda wept and cried for him. Goodwin was his stenographer. And he fell in love with Swami Vivekananda. First he came as a stenographer, because who will record the lectures of Vivekananda? He is so fast, to record is difficult. But anyhow, when he came and fell in love with Swami Vivekananda, he took to discipleship. And when he died at the very early age, Swamiji wept and cried. So you know that is heartless. Swami Vivekananda passed away, Swami Brahmananda. See, these are the traditions, that's why we go follow the tradition. So when Vivekananda passed away, Brahmananda was in Calcutta, and Vivekananda passed away in Belur Math. So when he got the message, he became like a restless child, crying and weeping and sobbing, and then rash and entered. And when he saw that Vivekananda's body is lying down, he fell down on the body and wept like a baby. So that's why the point is that to understand this is detachment. But they know instantly. It is attachment means you love the soul who is there. We do not know, that's why our reaction is different, their reaction is different. So yes, very important question. Detachment, if you find anybody, say that I am detached and unkind and not feeling the sufferings or compassionate to other people for their things, to help them. So it is a mistake. He is not practicing detachment. He is a brute in the society in the name of Vedanta. Vedanta makes his rasha. Vedanta makes ananda, bliss everywhere. Vedantic face does not become gloomy. Vedanta face flashes when he talks of Atman. It brings joy in others' heart and in his own heart. That's called Vedanta. So detachment is very important. Detachment means detached to the things which drags us from our God consciousness and involves us into the world. And that is the real meaning of detachment. Attaching to the Lord and detaching to which is matter or material, the perspective we see. Anyhow, I have told my subject, next month's topic. Anyhow, so this is so you are on page 5, you have the book, please turn. Now detachment second. Who is, any book you read in the Vedanta text, they will say, who is capable of studying this book? You have some prerequisites, no? You go to a university, say, okay, I want to be a student of physics in master's degree. Okay, take me. They will take. They will see what is your credential, no? So here is what is the credential for learning this detachment. Understand, this point is also very important. What it says, chant with me. Aham baddho vimukta shyama. Aham baddho vimukta shyama. Iti yasya asti nishchaya. Iti yasya asti nishchaya. Natyantam aggo no tajga shosmin shastre adhikarovan aham baddho vimukta shyama iti yasyasti nishchaya iti yasyasti nishchaya natyantam aggo no tajgaha sosmin shastre adhikarovan. Who is adhikari? Adhikari means competent student. Who is the right student to get admitted into the study of this book? That's why many of our people reading many books, they make such a mess of understanding about Vedanta. Because they are not competent. Good to be in the PhD course, but I may enter into the PhD course without any background. So what will be my knowledge? What will be my achievement? So similarly in spiritual life, without this requisite. What? Aham baddho. First, do you feel that I am bound in bondage? I am bound. You say, no, I am free. That day one gentleman was saying, why are you talking of all these things? I don't have any bondage. I don't feel any. I will say, no, thank you. This class is not for you. Fundamental point is that who thinks that I am in bondage means I am bound by the society's rules, by the rule of all these people around, my friend, my husband, my wife, my this and that, and I am bound, I am a bound slave. Have that understanding, I am bound. And if someone is bound, what will learn? Next step. Vimukta syama. I will be vimukta. I will be freed from this bondage. I want to be freed from bondage. Suppose someone in the jail, for some reason, and experiencing that jail experience, after some time they say, oh my God, when can I get out? When can I get out? When can I get out? You know? Then that person is capable of praying and finding some means. So if someone thinks I am happy with my money, wealth, power, position, home, Mercedes-Benz car, this, that, okay. Don't come to read this book. It will be not for you, not necessary for you. But if really someone feels, I have all these things, all the accomplishments of my life I have, but still I feel bound, slave of my mind, of my emotions, of my ego, of my perception, of my cravings, of my desires. I am a slave. And I behave like a slave. Anyone can dominate over me, where I am the free soul, infinite. In contradiction to that, I am feeling like this. So I want to be free. Shankaracharya gave the example now. Shankaracharya says that Dipta Shira Jalarashimiva, a person who is asked to carry on the head a burning charcoal, and say, okay, you have to carry from here to there. What will you do? He will say, run as fast as he can and throw away, no? He wants to throw away here, but someone is holding the gun. If you fail, then I will kill you. So, what do? You run. Will you say, okay, let me see.